Welcome, beautiful souls. So today I have got some comments which are sitting in front of me, and I'm going to respond to some of them. So it's a bit of a mishmash from me today. Some of these are a few weeks old, but I thought I'll do a video and just answer some of these questions that have come off comments on my channel. So welcome, I'm Kathleen from Awakening Meraki. Now, first of all, what I want to start off with is that this journey is an awakening of remembering who you truly are, and who you truly are is a soul. And this is all about energetic alignment, and it's about reprogramming your subconscious, because your 3D reality is formed from what's in your subconscious patterns. So I talked a little bit about that the other day, but essentially what you come into remembrance of is that you are the creator, and it's a resonance. You can't intellectually understand this. I mean, you can intellectually understand, but it's not until you fully resonate will you really get this. So you've been awakened to see the subconscious patterns that have been defining your 3D reality unconsciously. Right, so the soul was in a state of amnesia. We've got all these subconscious things that sit in our energy field: lack, scarcity, limitation, all that kind of stuff, unworthiness. It's all lower vibrational energy. And so we go through this massive purging process so that we can purify that subconscious. And it works through our chakras and the energy. We go through big oscillations to clear and see these things. We also have this physical reflection, and for some you may not see your twin for a very long time, but trust me, it's all happening energetically. You are never ever separate from your twin. So this is about you learning you're the creator. So what you pour into your consciousness then filters down into your subconscious. Your twin picks up from the subconscious, right? This is where the power is. And it's not about putting things into your subconscious to make them return, because, just so we're clear, they've never left. So it's about pouring into your subconscious that you are a beautiful, abundant being of light, that you are limitless, that you are worthy, that you are glorious, whatever you want to say to yourself, and removing the things that are no longer part of you, which is why you get so activated, why it's so loud. It needs to be loud. And I'm not joking when I say this. You truly do shift your whole 3D life around when you go all in and you really learn how to be the alchemist and own this role, run and lean towards it, and know that it's all about bringing you into alignment with your true natural state of being. And you feel divine from the inside out, and it will reflect back through in the physical via the masculine, via your purpose, via your friends, family, everything. It's a true story. So anyway, let me just, I won't probably read all the questions out word by word, but just bear with me because I'm reading off my laptop. But this one here, so I feel like letting go of the pain or forgiveness is putting out to the masculine that I'm okay with that behavior and that I'm a woman that doesn't respect myself. Not sure what to do because I want to love him and forgive him, but I also want him to see that I don't respect that behavior. Okay, so let's get clear on what's playing out here. This is all about the energy. Now, the ego this is the ego structure talking here. The soul simply is. And when you come more into peace and more balance, you will realize you needed the twin to reflect stuff to you. You needed the twin to behave in a certain way for you to see it. They are reflecting to you what's in the subconscious that's been holding you back, that you've been reacting to and through your life, all the patterns that have been playing out in your life, but you couldn't see it, and now you are. I'm grateful my masculine came in and reflected back to me. I couldn't see where I was holding myself back. I couldn't see that my reactions to situation was all subconscious patterns. So we do need it. So you've just got to remember that you are one beautiful soul in two physical incarnations, and both are playing a role. Okay, and This is a role of releasing the egoic structure, seeing all the patterns that have been holding you back, and having gratitude that you are now on an awakening journey to shift you from that lack and scarcity over to who you truly are, which is a limitless soul. So what I would say to this person is just let the story go, okay? Because when you are in your energetic alignment, none of the stuff, you won't be bothered by any of this. This is just the ego. Now, the thing is I did a YouTube the other day about the twin reflects the subconscious, right? So when you let all this go, they're not going to behave like that, because we're not reacting like that. You see, the twin, the push and the pull energy, the twin reflects the pull, and we interact via our push. But the push and the pull is all ours. Okay, so they reflect the pull, which is the lack, the scarcity, the avoidance, the whatever else. And then our reaction is the push energy. So you drop the reaction and then the pull dissolves. They are you. So when you start really vibrating in that beautiful energetic alignment of your soul, and you're in that beautiful frequency of unconditional love, they're going to only reflect that back to you. So let it go. This had to play out exactly how it's needed to. You become the embodiment of boundaries. So you won't allow your twin to come in this kind of energy. You'll know that it's just it's old energy. So it's not I want to love him and forgive him. It's I'm going through a purification process so I can come into alignment with soul, and you become love. And you let go of all of those things. And what you learn is how to have a healthy boundaries within yourself and healthy conversations, because they're only reflecting how we've not respected ourselves, how we have abandoned ourselves. That's all they're reflecting. That's their role. That's the role that they play. Okay. Actually, I touched on this one the other day. As the broken feminine. Yeah, the reason why I want to talk about this one is I want us to shift the language. Because as soon as we talk about as the broken feminine, that is going into our subconscious. And you're just the awakened feminine that's going through a process. So how could I bring in more masculine energy into my life and work to cultivate better boundaries? What I notice is that I tend to push my energy out when I'm in fear dealing with people close to me. I become very defensive and I lash out. So that's the push and the pull energy. In arguments and unable to hold my ground. Yeah, I wish I could be more peaceful and respond instead of react. So I'm guessing this is my masculine energy's role. The masculine energy is the conscious awareness within you. It's the stability. It's so that the feminine can rise, and she will embody boundaries. So what I would say to this person is, first of all, you're not broken. You are going through a purification process. You are a soul, and the soul already knows it's whole and perfect. You just need to align to that whole and perfect aspect of you, which is your true self. All of the reasons why you're lashing out is because of your subconscious patterns, and how you shift through this journey is by becoming the observer, and you're already aware. This is what I love about this post, is you're already aware of it. Okay, you're not just unconsciously lashing out, and you're already writing that you're aware. Who's you that's aware? Your soul is aware, right? So just start really, when you feel that like pushing out energy, that's your push. Bring it back, center yourself, pause before you respond. Sometimes walking away is better. And I know people will go, oh, but people need to know their place. No, they actually don't. We need to know our place. When we know our place, you will become the embodiment of things. And you will just go, not worth my energy. Not worth my energy. And you will just pull right back. And when you do need to really put a firm like, this is not okay, you will. The more balanced you are, the more centered you are, the more you're aware of your patterns, because this journey is going to push you into alignment to be in balance so that this push and pull completely dissipates. That's why we have the push and pull energy here. It's to show you and to what they are, so you can center yourself and be the observer of both. So it's not about having more masculine or less feminine or anything in there. It's about coming into that conscious space, which is why we practice presence, why we meditate, because that will become your natural state of being the more aligned you are to soul. So hopefully that one answers that one for you. Right. The other one I wanted. Okay. So how do you deal with missing them? I have yet to find someone talk about that. Like, what do you do when you do miss them so much, but you don't want to push your energy out towards them? Okay, let's get clear on what you're missing. You are not missing the body. Your mind is controlling this and thinking it's missing the body. But the reality is what you're missing is your soul. And this is why aligning with soul is so important on this journey and literally pulling yourself out of the 3D. So how do you do this? Because that was one of the questions, is coming back inside. That heart chakra that you have, every time you feel that longing, that pull, or that missing, you go, no, they're inside of me. Bring yourself back here. You'll feel the twin growing inside. This connection builds on the inside. Why am I saying that? Because guess where your subconscious patterns are, right? Pour in love, pour in abundance, pour in beautiful energy to yourself. And this is where it builds. So it's incredible, right? The more you honor yourself, the more you pour love into yourself, the more you remind yourself that, oh, I am the soul and that's my twin flame. It's one and the same. The less you will focus on the 3D, because it's only the mind that's making up a story and saying, I miss you. It's the energy. Pull the energy back to you and bring it back in here. You will transmute it, because you do energetically need to get to a place where you don't see any separation, because you're feeling the twin inside you. The connection's building inside of you. You can't miss it, because it's quite profound, the energy. So yeah, come back inside and remind yourself who the true twin is, and it's your soul. It's not that body. That body is just a reflection of your inner state, essentially. Yes, they're your divine counterpart in this lifetime. They're playing that character, but until you're fully in your divinity, they're not going to really stabilize that energy, and you no longer need them. So empowering when you don't need anybody. And they're here to push you fully into your beautiful divine self. And once you can really anchor and cement that in, it will all shift for you. So that is that one. Okay, thanks for your help. I'm feeling fine. Being in flow, living my passion, and have that inner peace and inner knowing. Great, that's your soul. Peace, knowing. And that knowing will get louder as you shift. But I have a question. I know you cannot manifest your twin because you are the twin, but is living in the end the same as being in union energy? This is a great question, by the way, because for me it feels the same. But then I think I'm not allowed to, because that's too much focus outside, makes me confused. Okay, so you often hear this, right? Alan Watts? Don't judge me. I listen to him all the time. Anyway, talks about the wish fulfilled, living in the end. I want you to remove what the mind thinks that looks like, okay? Because in this post, and I get this because we've all been there, living in the wish fulfilled, when you're on this journey, what we've got in our mind, right, is a home, marriage, kids with the twin, or something along those lines. I don't know your individual dynamics, but that's what it is essentially, right? So we live in that wish fulfill, but here's the beautiful magic. You already have your twin with you inside of you. So all you need to do is align energetically. Now you could interpret living in the end as the same as energetically aligning, yes. But where our push energy gets sneaky on this twin flame journey, and that's why you've just got to be really mindful, is that it will create a narrative of what that means. And remember, this is a journey of no attachment to outcome. And why is that? Because there is no outcome. Oh my gosh, Kathleen, what do you mean there's no outcome? There's no outcome because outcome implies that there's an end, that we're working in time, and there's no time. You see, this is why when you align closer to soul, all the missing goes, all the longing goes, all the 3D wants and needs go, because that's all the egoic structure. By this point, the feminine's transcended all of that, and she's really, and I'm just referring to he, she, so please, we're just talking energy, but the feminine polarity, she knows that she's the soul. She's just living in this now moment. She's very present, very conscious, and she's not worried about the details because she's manifesting. And I wouldn't even say manifesting. Let me give you my thoughts on manifesting. Manifesting is the physical thing that's shown up in your 3D reality. Okay, so it's the manifestation. It's the experience that's now in your 3D. So the soul is the creator and the observer and the experiencer of. Okay, so this human vessel, the more you align closer to soul, this human vessel is literally the vehicle for the soul to fully express itself. Okay, and the more you come along this journey, the more the soul will express itself, because you'll feel it, and it will align you. It will bring things in that are in your soul blueprint. The more you have this deep knowing, you just know this is what I've got to go do to expand and grow as the soul. And so what will happen is things will suddenly show up in your reality. So I energetically aligned to an office, for an example. I just knew for my expansion, I need to get out of the house. I need to do whatever I need to do. And it's quite an interesting story, this. I will share it. I'll continue to share it. So I've talked on here before about getting an office. So I went and leased out this, it's only a month by month. And I went there, and I've been there for about 6-7 weeks, and it's been great, and it's good. And it's really shown me that, yes, I enjoy being out of home. Anyway, but I have a dog, and I don't like leaving her all day by herself, because she needs to get out to go to the toilet, right? So literally 4 days ago, I decide, do you know what? I'm just on the off chance going to see if there's something local, which is kind of weird for where I live. Anyway, sure enough, I go on this property app that we use here, and there's this place, exactly the same price, but 4 times the size. And get this, it's 4 minutes walk from my house. And so I just put it out there. Now, soul was the one that goes, you know what? It drops things into your awareness, and you just follow the lead. That's what you do when you're really in soul. And I went and checked it out only this morning, actually, and I'm going to sign up. And it's going to be, so the first step was, it got me out of the house to show me, yeah, I want to be, definitely need to be out more. But this is actually a place where I can really expand, and I can bring clients locally, which is going to be so much better for me. So soul, this is how soul works. It's seamless and it's fast. It's happening fast. So I had already energetically aligned to it, to being in an office, and now the better one is actually showing up. And sometimes there's a stepping stone to get to where you really want to be, and nothing's ever permanent, right? So I'm signing this up for the next 12 months. I don't know where I'm going to be in the next 12 months. So I have to sign up for a year, and I'm good with that, and it feels really good. So sometimes we have to take a stepping stone to get us to where we're going to next. So I know I've kind of diverted a little bit from this, but what I want to say to you, being in union energy is a frequency, and you are living that frequency before your physical manifestation shows up. You magnetize them in. The manifestation is the experience. So the soul, so you align with whatever you plan to experience, or what soul's dropping into your awareness, like the office. You're energetically aligned. It will just naturally come in through the laws of the universe. And now you're in your soul frequency. You're now the observer of that experience. That experience is the actual manifestation. Okay, so it's not that you need to get into your mind and think, okay, what's the manifestation going to look like? No, just energetically align to what you want to experience. And then the experience, then the soul will magnetize it in. And that's the manifestation. Hopefully that makes sense. But then I think I'm not allowed to, because that's too much focus outside. It is. This message is a little bit. So you just need to energetically align with soul. Soul is your twin flame. Soul is your blueprint. Your purpose. Soul is so many other magical things, right? The mind just wants to make it about the twin, because we are programmed that to be whole and fulfilled, that we must live with somebody. And it's just a load of bullshit. So just see the programming for what it is, because that's all it is. And when you're really in soul, you'll be well past it. Sorry, I'm just checking. Do I have anything else? What's this one? I think that was it, actually. Yeah, that was it. Those were the questions that I thought I would answer today. So yeah, just remember what you're aligning to. You're only ever aligning to your soul frequency. Okay, you're not aligning to anything in the physical. You're aligning to the frequency of your soul, and your higher self will drop things into your awareness that you are going, that's part of your soul already knows what's coming. Soul has already got your physical union all sorted. Okay, soul has got your purpose all sorted. Soul has got, I don't know, the next friendship sorted. You don't need to deal with those details. You are here to energetically align and come into your beautiful frequency. And I'm telling you, it's beautiful. And all that noise, all that mind activation and that heavy energy and all that shit's all gone. Like, it's gone, because you've purified, you've purged, you've refilled the subconscious with beautiful things that you, as helping your energy field. You feel lighter. You feel, I don't know, I can't put it into words. There's just no words to how you feel. It's just stunning. And you're not bothered by the 3D details, because you'll know that they'll all align and show up when you're fully ready to embrace it and fully ready to receive it. And I mean fully ready to receive it. And the beautiful thing is when you're fully ready, so is your masculine, and you're in full abundance mode, and life is just, it's very different. It's not like the shit that started at the beginning. So, you know, let go of the chaos, let go of the stories, let go of it all. It really doesn't matter. Okay, it's only the ego that wants to stay in the story. And while you stay in the story, they're going to keep reflecting that story to you until you release it and let it go. Because it's not about them, it's about you. It's about you remembering who you are, and you are a divine being. And you're here to bring peace and harmony and live a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful, abundant, well-balanced, healthy lifestyle for yourself. You know, that is what we're here to do. You're here to co-create with the universe, and it's all about remembering who you are. And the deeper you do the energy work and learn that you are the soul, the better you're going to feel. I know it's hard to get past the physical. I do appreciate that, but just keep going, keep going, keep going. Soul is always nudging you and guiding you to your soul blueprint, okay? Your soul wants you to be with your twin. Soul wants you to have the magic. You just need to energetically align. Anyway, if you need some help and support, you know where to find me. As always, sending so much love.